ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos. Metal ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos, metal ranchos.
All right, we're back. It's a Circling Back podcast. What's so funny?
Nothing.
I did the thing. Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Tuesday, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm David, and I'm very happy to be here. That voice you just heard was Dylan Shivery back. He looks great.
I'd like to apologize to our lovely listeners for being absent yesterday. I was a little bit under the weather. Sorry to make you wait for this content. But great things come to those who wait, and this is going to be a great episode. I feel it in my plums, David.
How are the plums? They were kind of bothering you yesterday.
No, the plums have been actually the plums.
Plumbing, sorry. Different.
Oh no, that wasn't it. I had like
open bag of leaves is what you said.
I had like 20% of a flu, like very mild flu-like symptoms. You know?
Did you throw up?
That's
No.
I think that's like a cold.
I don't throw up.
Do you have a temperature?
I haven't thrown up in like 20 years.
Did you have a temperature?
No.
Okay, it's okay.
I had a headache. I was a little bit achy. Energy completely depleted.
So here's the deal. I'm gonna say this for everybody in the room. Brett, we'll fill Brett in later. Going forward, if the symptoms
Right.
involve aches and depleted energy, you don't even have to send a text asking what should I do. You should just say, look, I got those two, and not feeling it, not coming in. Boom. Saved you a text.
Good news is I'm about 90+% today, so I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. And yes, that concludes my introduction.
Keep going.
No, that's it.
Do it. You got introed first. Just keep going.
Look at the fella to your left right there with the beard.
Producer
No.
Randall Trembacke.
Hi, Dave. I would like to apologize to everyone that I missed the RIA time there. I just was I've never heard that term before. An open bag of leaves? That's it. That's
so
a new,
Dylan, that's how he described
that's
it.
a new one for
I
me.
did not have diarrhea.
I didn't say that.
It's RIA time there.
There
Okay,
you go.
yeah.
He did it.
Open bag of leaves.
Now that's making the most out of your intro.
My no vomit streak continues, so that's good.
Feels good to vomit sometimes, though.
I wouldn't know.
It really does.
Like
I've felt it in a minute.
feels good to clear the system and not have that queasy feeling.
Oh, that queasy feeling.
Yeah.
Don't know. I hate that feeling, man.
Yikes. Ladies and gentlemen, Will DeFreeze.
Good to be here. I'm sorry. I know it's been a minute since I've been on. I know I said I'd be on more. It was weird. I was out with this biker gang recently.
Okay.
And I got sucked into a black portal of hell that was in the sky.
You must,
I just recovered from it. And
Yeah.
so I'm back.
dude, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw a headline about that. It's quite troubling. It was over on the Daily Mail. Let me see if you're mentioned in this story.
Yeah. Do they have any photos of me that I need to ask them to take down? I don't want people to know that I'm a part of this biker gang.
This is an exclusive to the Daily Mail. It says mysterious black portal to hell appears over U.S. skies, which is interesting because you wouldn't think of the portal to hell being in the sky.
Right. I would think it'd be this way.
Yeah,
I'm pointing
Western
I'm
culture
pointing down.
typically has hell below.
Yeah.
Dante's Inferno, things of that nature.
I'm glad you made it back, bud.
Yeah.
It
Another
doesn't look
announcement.
like you at all.
Another announcement. 45 days.
45
45 days out.
Okay. In 45 days, obviously, what happens?
45 days from today. Month and a half.
About?
If you're like me and every month is 30 days.
Yep.
So it should be.
Is National Shredded Cheese Day. It's the anniversary of our friend at Mikosina not eating her fajitas. So I just want to put that on everyone's radar.
Okay.
Looks like everyone's going to be in town for it. So I think we might need to choose our fajita spot of choice and maybe have a little celebration.
I've got one in mind, but I don't know if you saw my tweet. It kind of messed up things.
Was that Lupe Tortilla?
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Dude, they gave you the gift of bean.
He said some extra beans for your trouble.
Thanks.
No, okay. To be fair,
You're not a
they're-
bean guy.
they're beans, but Lupe, they don't get. It's not just like a canned black beans or a refried bean. they do it up. They got the Borracho, and then they've got the they have two different kinds of quality beans.
The Borracho beans go crazy.
So getting a little bit extra was nice, but it was just it was funny how he was like, "Sorry about that. I threw in some extra beans for your trouble."
Thanks, man.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat a bunch of beans thanks to
Like,
you.
we love coming here. We're gonna come back. I'm not gonna say you should have maybe thrown in like I don't know, maybe some guac or an extra queso.
That's the thing. It's hard for me to figure out. Like beans is obviously not the ideal thing from a Tex-Mex menu to get extra of.
No,
But I'm also like, is it going to move the needle that much if it gives me like a side of guacamole? Like I'm not going to be that psyched.
yeah. Yeah,
Guacamole.
Beans aren't doing much for me. Refried or what kind of beans we talking?
Borracho.
Borracha. Okay.
Is it Borracho or Borracha? Why did I look at
Why
Randy?
the hell are you
like this
looking at me?
fucker
Look at
knows.
the Midwest guy
Think
for
I
that
would know?
answer.
Yeah. This guy doesn't know up from down.
Well, hell's up apparently nowadays.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's
Woke?
going on with that?
I said woke hell? Look, they're trying to wokeify hell. They're putting it in the sky.
Everyone's woke, dude. Harbor Springs High School, woke.
Are we going to look at are you applying?
To the head basketball job?
Yeah.
No,
I thought the football job
I'm not.
was
I don't.
open.
Well, I said the football listing. Yeah, if you live in Northern Michigan and you're a head football coach looking for a job, Harbor Springs High School really needs someone right now.
And they're supposed to have a squad, so
Nah,
no.
no. I think they had to forfeit last season because they didn't have enough players.
I thought this was their year, man.
Um,
They're gonna take steak.
There's a lot of people very upset or very confused because they have fired the basketball coaches from the high school team in Harbor Springs.
The Rams, right?
Yeah, dude. And you know, there's some allegations out there that maybe the coaches were a little hard on the players.
Ooh.
I don't know.
You gotta get those boys in shape.
That's
dog.
the thing. Like I don't know.
You
Like
gonna take state or not?
Dylan.
I'll be honest. The high school sports that I look back on the fondest are the ones where the coaches really had high standards for us.
Kind of an opportunity for you, right?
To coach high school football?
Well, you had texted me, said you were looking for a head job.
Dylan texted the other day when he was sick, and he said, "I'm not feeling well. Hard to describe, but it's pretty mild flu-like symptoms.
Yeah.
Mild.
Pretty sure it's not serious like the flu, though. I can absolutely show up and record and then leave right after, but I wanted to talk to y'all about it first." And then I immediately responded, "If you come in, I am leaving."
Yeah, he straight just put the hammer down on my ass.
What kind of offer is offering? I respect that you wanted to come in and grind while you were sick. I respect that. I don't want this to get lost. But like coming in and locking yourself in a fishbowl with us for 2 hours isn't exactly my thought of like, you know, we're not following COVID protocols.
I don't feel that it's contagious in any way. I've been around parks, I've been around Chelsea. They're totally tip top. It didn't feel like it was to the point of that level of concern. But you know, we're running a 2-man weave now, and I was like, I don't want to leave the squad out to dry. I will.
No, me and
come
Randy
in.
could have done it.
I will come in. I will do a pod, and I'll just dip.
I would have done it yesterday, but I had a previous commitment that I couldn't shift.
Hey, I'm happy that you guys waited.
Okay.
I love sitting in this chair right
Yeah.
here, talking to my dear friends on the mic.
For sure.
I had some questions of people being like, why don't you just sit in? I'm like, well,
Yeah,
it's because
you had a.
I don't want to just screw over the person that I was interviewing. Like, I can't just like tell them to
Facts.
buzz off.
That's facts. Yeah.
Buzz off.
Scram.
Skedaddle.
Get out of here.
Thank you guys for holding it down.
Too much dip was kind of electric.
Oh, maybe I'll just sit out the next one.
The Brett and KJ show. We're just seeing who could go.
Who can go darker?
Yeah, a lot of humor.
I didn't get to share that the Missouri Tigers baseball team, they got their first 3 wins in conference, all against the Aggies.
Do you want to discuss? Do you want to discuss the
were
player the who should be a high schooler from Texas?
Jonah Williams?
Yeah. Do you want to discuss Jonah Williams' strategy of drawing walks?
Look, that guy who's 17 years old and he plays the chip on his shoulder. Look, the behavior was a bit odd. And if I were on the opposing team, I'd be like, fuck this guy. I kind of love the kid.
Is he the football player too?
He
that we were
is.
talking
He's a
about
5-star safety.
You know how baseball players are notoriously weird.
Yeah, he's a weird kid. I think he's just he's also like let's get the energy going on my team guy. Like he's taken on that role.
Down 7. What inning?
Yeah, the game was like well in hand. It was I get it. It was weird behavior, and I don't condone it, but I kind of love the kid, and so it's like whatever.
I saw a lot of criticism online for him, and then I clicked on a couple tweets to see what people were saying, and there were a lot of weird baseball guys just being like, "No, I love
Yeah,
it," and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna love this dude.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna love it.
I think this is kind of how he gets the best out of himself by just being like chip on the shoulder, like kind of shit talking.
To not take a single swing during the at bat while barking at the pitcher most of the time.
It was weird.
And then to draw the walk and then to throw the bat aggressively. I don't think he bat threw, but to throw the bat aggressively.
Yeah.
When
There's
you
a
say
lot.
bark, do you mean he was like chirping, or was he actually like barking like a dog?
He was
at
No,
chirping.
church?
Sidney Sweeney
Okay.
wasn't on the mound. This
He was
wasn't a
chirping,
Dodgers game
yeah.
in 2023.
Gotcha. I could see. I don't know. it-
Randy
it
would have
seemed
gone
like
to the
that'd be
bathroom when she
interesting.
threw out the first pitch.
It's almost like we've been talking about that recently. That very moment.
Did y'all talk about him on Too Much Dip?
We did a college baseball minute. We had to note that there's a new number 1 team, and there's the former number 1 team is now the number 3 team.
Yeah, Texas is sliding. They got to figure some shit out. They're getting
Fucking
a big
straight
bat.
up.
Call 'em the Goo Goo Dolls,
There we
dude.
go.
They're getting a big bat back in the lineup this week,
Just
though. But yeah, they
left brain,
have,
right brain.
They have not looked good, man.
Anywho,
I'm sitting far from Dylan because just in case he does have.
But
flu like
A&M got
Simbies.
swept by the previously winless Missouri Tigers.
shout out to the Tigers. Great journalism school.
Just kidding, but it did happen.
So good that Mike is a journalist.
Yeah, our good friend Micah, the
Thank you,
journalist.
Will. You know, I try.
I do trust his journalistic
Integrity.
Prowess.
prowess. Yeah,
Okay.
prowess is probably the word. That I was-
Integrity, no.
No,
No,
That ship
integrity,
sailed.
absolutely not.
You can't trust anybody who's been banned from the mall. It's very hard, as I've learned in high school, to get
it's funny
banned.
that he took his journalism degree and used it to become the electric factory.
Yeah.
No, what was it called?
The power plant.
Power plant, dude.
It's basically the same thing.
Power plant.
He just turned himself into ERCOT. Sick.
Gotta love him.
Hey, bunch of announcements. We don't really have to. I mean, it's Monday's show, recorded on Tuesday. No one's doing that. We're recording exactly 5 minutes later this afternoon for all the Patreons.
Patrons.
Patrons.
Yeah, on Patreon.
On Patreon. And you can try that free for a week if you go on there. You'll stick around. You should. It's very good content. I saw Randy's intro, his new. Can I talk about the new intro?
Nope.
Oh,
Not yet.
Exactly 5 minutes today, but also Randy's game show. You can go watch those.
Yeah.
Got some stuff happening,
Visual show.
some visuals. Got a nice follow on Instagram recently
Did you
from the game show.
Wait a second.
I don't think I
Is
got
it
that.
YouTube week?
I don't think I got that.
Are you not team follow back, Randy?
Nah.
It is YouTube week, which is huge. So this is a visual show, as many people know. Go to youtube.com/circling back. You can watch it. Just throw it on your TV. You know? Dylan, you're about to have some free time.
Oh, do you know it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see that? Doing content.
I'm your 7th follower.
Wow.
Okay.
What?
You just patted him
Why'd
on
he
the
follow
head.
Barrett before he followed us?
What the fuck?
Like, hey, Randy.
You follow
Hey, I have
Ricky
a new
Prosper.
segment. Since I haven't been around for a while, I have a new segment. It's called Hey, Randy, what the fuck?
What are you doing, dog?
Hey, Randy.
Wait,
You followed
What the
Ricky,
fuck?
What's
Ricky
going on?
Barrett, all the watch properties, and none of us.
yeah.
That feels targeted.
Well, I mean, if you
No,
guys,
that's cool, man.
If you guys had good content, maybe I'll follow you.
You know what?
Oh, man.
I have
come on,
just
man.
unfollowed you, and I'm waiting for the follow.
Yeah, I'm team
this
follow
is
back, but I'm
stalemate.
waiting for the follow.
This is like when Dylan unfollowed my wife.
You did unfollow his wife.
No, I didn't
you?
unfollow her. I just forgot.
Never followed
I
her.
forgot to follow her.
I hate when that happens.
I was following your wife for a bit,
Whoa.
Hey.
and then the police came in and said I had to stop.
Like, hey,
Ah. Peeping Will.
come on, get out of here.
Send him to Alcatraz.
Oh, new clip dropping today, by the way.
New clip dropped.
The clips have been clipping. Shout out to Cool Adam. Or what is it?
Cool
Produced-
Adam.
Cool Adam.
Cool Adam, yeah.
Yeah.
The mall kiosk clip went crazy.
It did.
Which is the full episode on Patreon is free.
Did it actually
Yes.
go crazy?
We did. We made that one free for
Good-ass
everybody.
clip.
Fuck
So
yeah,
go
dude.
check it out. Even if you're not a patron, go check it out. It's free. It's a fun one.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
We had the party and it was lit.
I got yelled at by a prostitute. Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
Little Woodrows, let's go.
Recapping this weekend in fun presented by Lucy. 100% nicotine, Dylan. Always tobacco free. Lucy breakers or nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. You like that surprise?
May I talk to you about the one that I enjoy the most?
Yes.
It's the 8 milligram Lucy Breaker apple ice flavor. And oh, buddy, these things are fantastic. They get me dialed in. I love to take them. My favorite time is right after breakfast. Just get me just kind of ready for the day, just kind of zoned in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Love that ish.
There are some people who say the best time for a lip pillow is when you're when you're getting in bed at night and like you're about to watch a TV show and you just pop one of those Johns in.
There's one person who says that, yeah.
You could set yourself up with a subscription and have Lucy delivered straight to your door. You know what? The other day, remember Friday? Remember how before I left, I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring a pack of gum home. Looked in. Somebody's been burning through our gum.
I'll tell you who it was.
Who was it?
Mondo.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Big Deuce?
I'm a big mango guy. I like the gum, but like, look, Dylan loves the breakers. They're all great. Let's level up your nicotine routine with Lucy, though. Go to lucy.co/steam to use promo code STEAM to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co and use code STEAM to get 20% off. Here comes the fine print, Hoss. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Let's go with Dylan.
Oh, let's fucking
Why don't you recap that weekend?
Man, I would love to. Friday, big day. I volunteered field day at my son's elementary school, and they gave me, I was in charge of pickleball. Total disaster, chaos. Wind was blowing, and all like 100 pickleballs were just. I had to go chase them down every 20 minutes, and the kids weren't listening. But I had fun. Parks had fun.
So pickleball is in addition to field day now. That's interesting.
Yeah. They did it like they broke up into different countries, and it was like an Olympics thing.
What was he?
Brazil.
Ooh.
They didn't place. They didn't medal.
Okay.
That's all right.
But they had fun. And I might not do that again next year because it was a lot.
The kids don't respect you, do they?
Dude, no, they do. But like trying to explain to a group of like 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, like the game that it wasn't like actual pickleball. It was like a different kind of.
You can step in the
rules.
kitchen, but only after.
Like I would explain to
Sounds
them, and they would
awful.
just like blank face stare at me like, "What do we do?" Like, okay. I was like set them in like, "You stand here. You stand here." Anyway,
These kids had never played pickleball. So what were they doing out there competing?
they had to get a rally going as long as they could was part of the game. And I was explaining to them, like, you're not trying to score because you're all on the same team here. Just hit it back and forth. And then these 5th graders who like gamed the system, and one of them stood at the net and just kept hitting it back, like bouncing it at his partner back and forth. And they like 10x'd every other score. It was pretty funny.
Work smarter, not harder, dude.
So I was like, you guys are killing it.
Clint.
Saturday, Parks had his last regular season baseball game.
Called them out.
They won. Parks pitched, got tuned up a little bit.
Yeah.
It
It's
happens.
healthy for him.
I was like, I'll let Dave tell you a story about what happened to him that one time he pitched. No, but it was good.
Am I the only one who's been tuned up
No,
pitching here?
no.
I feel like everyone.
We've all been tuned up.
Come on, Hoss.
Yeah, he faced the heart of the lineup, and he was just they were hitting the ball. And it is what it is, man. On the playoffs, they start tomorrow in 105-degree heat. That'll be fun.
105? I'd seen worse.
Really?
I'm hoping it's not, but we're in a tough time.
Oh, yeah.
right
I
now.
saw up to 108, dude.
It's gonna be dry though, at least. They're saying.
Not my butt.
Not your
The
butt.
butt's not going to be dry. You
Butt's
understand
gonna-
what he's saying?
Butt's gonna be a little moist.
That's what he's saying.
It's Rhea time.
Yeah, Randy.
No. I wore some green shorts on the golf course a couple weeks ago, and like I just knew on hole 4, I was like, oh, they're talking about my butt right now.
My friend Mikey texted me on Friday afternoon. He said, if you guys want to go out, it's gonna be the the last good weather Friday for the next 4 months. And I was like, oh, fuck, I think you're right. Just going to be so hot for the next 4 months.
When Mikey sent that text, do you think he was driving his vehicle shirtless?
Yes.
Sick.
I
We're
sure
going
hope
to have
so.
one more good weather Friday. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I'm not worried, dude.
The morning.
It's early May.
It's
It's
May.
early May. We got time. Last June, I know was very cool in Austin, but we got time.
Yeah. Sunday, got a little pool action in, and I started feeling a little sick, as we know. And so I kind of shut her down early Sunday evening and just kind of stayed in bed for the rest of the time. And that was it.
How many?
How many?
How many?
How many cranks did you get off?
Oh, I was no.
That's what he was asking.
That is out of bounds.
He's
Wow.
so. Why are you so proud of yourself?
I don't talk about my cranks publicly.
Okay, but everybody here remembers where they were the morning of 9/11, including you.
And you were gooning on 9/11.
I wasn't. Let's not put that out there. I was not.
But you might have been.
But I wasn't. I remember the day very vividly.
I was in school, man. It was a Tuesday.
You were on Vivid.com.
Mr. Davies looked at me like, "This ain't good," and I was like, "What's not good?" And he said, "A plane just hit a World Trade Center."
And then another one.
That didn't happen for like another
I got a
hour.
sneeze coming.
Hold on, let's
Okay.
wait.
Yeah,
Mr.
hey, let's just
Mild.
pause.
Hold on.
Just do an ad read for a little bit, Dave.
What did he say? Mild flu-like symptoms, or like less than the flu, but
Sneeze
like the
into
flu?
something else, like sneeze into your shirt.
I
Cover
will,
your mouth.
I always
Look at the
do.
light. Look at the light.
I go
Pirate.
elbow.
Or
Okay.
vampire. I
I
mean,
think we're okay. Dude, sneezing down your shirt, he like gets all over your chest. That shit's gross.
I have a friend who did that. Shout out to Matt. He does. I mean, he does that. That's how he sneezes. You know, Matt.
I do it sometimes.
It passed. We can move on to
Matt and
somebody
I
else's
hugged. Matt and
weekend.
I hugged at 3 a.m. after your wedding as I got in my Uber. Said it was great to meet you.
No, we had met him before. Or no, when did we go to Colonial?
I think that was
And,
after.
I got kicked out of the bar.
I think it was after.
Yeah, I think you're right. I got asked to leave a bar, and that was a fun night.
Oh, it had to have been after. There's no way I was going to Colonial with you guys because you got married very quickly after I got at Grand X.
Yeah. Oh, good times. Randy.
Hi, Dave. You want to know about my weekend?
Right.
Let's keep it short, Bob.
Friday, I didn't do much. Played video games. Helldivers 2. Shout out to all my Helldivers out there. The Lumen.
What was that? What was the little fist thing you
That's the
just did?
salute. That's the Helldiver salute. The Luminate have invaded, and it's pretty bad. We need to get back out there. That's pretty much what I did Friday. Saturday was the day. Dan just texted me Friday and said, "Hey, do you want to just do something Saturday? Bop around." And he just came and picked me up, and I was his little passenger princess. And we went to a comic book store. We got the Leroy and Lewis burger. So fucking good. It's got a Michelin star, Dave. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Did you know that? Yeah. Then we went to a thrift store, and then later we went bowling with Boosh.
Did you pop some tags?
I did not get anything. He got a commemorative Boston Red Sox plate.
Dan?
Yeah,
Why?
that's a gift for
Aw.
someone.
That's my
Or
Dan
something like that.
impression.
Yeah, and then Sunday I just kind of chilled and caught up with chores. But
What's
yes,
the bowling alley situation? Did you go to Westgate Lanes?
Yep. We had a couple issues with the lane that it was not setting up the pins properly. But Dan Register is good at bowling.
Yeah, he's got that trash gene. You got to have it.
That makes sense that Dan will be good at bowling. yeah.
I was surprised how good he was.
He-
But
did
yeah.
Dan-
Delco's
why
a
is my
hot- a
brain
hotbed
telling me that
of
Dan
bowling.
took a bowling thing in college like you did?
I know I did, but I don't know if he did.
I was talking about Dave, not you.
Featuring Kyle, my
everything's
bowling
about you,
class,
man.
Featuring Kyle Park, noted Texas singer-songwriter, but also maybe a more noted Alexis Texas.
Is that September 11th who you were
No, September 11th
won't dignify
preceded her career. Preceded her
Ah.
career in the adult film industry.
nice.
Maybe we'll have her on one day. I don't know if she's Austin-based, but we could have her on and talk about bowling class.
Dan kept on claiming
Might
he was
be weird.
conceived in a bowling alley, so that's why. He's
Is
so
Dan
good.
just trying to like become a country song? Didn't he drive a truck now?
He does. Yeah, but that's about it. It was a very chill weekend. Just trying to save some money for this move coming up.
Very cool. William.
You know what it is.
No, I don't. I kind of do.
Dylan, I did something on Friday that you've been talking about for a long time. I tried the bar steak at Jeffrey's.
Ah.
Really good.
Yeah, I've been telling you, dog.
Really good.
It is good.
They have a special steak.
Yeah.
It's a bar steak, David.
How big? Give me the dimensions.
About that big.
It's about this big, Hoss.
Thanks for a serious response.
about this big, Hoss.
fucking guy.
Mashed potatoes that go with it. You just drag that steak through there. Ooh-wee. Should have gotten the side of chimichurri. Didn't do that.
Idiot.
I woke up the next day. Didn't feel great. Didn't feel great. Decided that I wasn't going to let the slight hangover take control of me. I was going to take control of it.
Damn.
So I decided to be as productive as I could possibly be that day.
Mind over matter, dog.
Your boy went to the grocery store to get everything for Mother's Day first thing in the morning. Knocked it out. Then I went to Lazarus. You guys familiar with Lazarus?
No.
Yeah, he rose from the dead.
Lazarus, I was only familiar with the East Side location, brewery / coffee place / food. They have a location that's closer to my place, and I have to say, I will be returning. Chill sitch outdoors, easy to get everything, good food, great street tacos. They got a pirate ship that the kids can play on. Big fan. Catch me at Lazzy. And then in the afternoon, headed over to a nursery of the plant variety, not of the kid variety. And I picked up some pots, picked up a couple plants. And your boy was just planting all afternoon.
Damn.
Just getting after it in the garden. Gardening wheels in full effect. Luckily for me, at my breaking point when I was like, man, I'm sweating too much out here. I'm getting really tired, but this hangover's really getting me. I can't give up. 2 seconds later, it just starts pouring rain on me. So I got to go inside and take a little nap ski.
We did have some interesting downpours over the weekend.
Then it was just all eyes on Mother's Day, man.
Yeah.
Got Sally some flowers, got her a framed photo of our kids. We decided to go to Matt's El Rancho
Matt El Rancho.
for a little brunch action. Here's the thing. I didn't really want Matt's, so I decided to try to go a little healthier. I ordered the blackened redfish.
Yeah.
Have you guys done this
I
there?
have.
I felt like I was at a resort in Cabo.
It's
They
strangely good.
They served it on a giant white plate, a plate that I didn't even know existed in the kitchen at Matt's. The fish came out whole. No
Which
head.
one?
No head, but tail.
I don't like that.
Well, I'm a man of taste. I loved it. It went crazy. Would order again. Is one of the more expensive things on the menu.
I heard you ate the tail.
I didn't eat the tail.
It is good.
It was bomb, dude. It was bomb. And just kind of chilled. Just try to take the stress off mom the rest of the day. Nothing crazy.
What was the sauce you went with for the fish?
I didn't do a sauce.
No sauce.
It was blackened.
I thought maybe they gave you like some kind of sauce to put on it. I'm sorry. I saw your face when I said it, Tiz. You never said anything. You just looked at me funny.
It's a visual show.
They
It
did
is.
offer with my side salad that I did not order. It comes with the blackened redfish. They offered a Chipotle ranch,
That's what I was thinking.
something else, and then they just offered normal ranch. And I thought, I'm getting normal ranch.
Oh yeah.
Turns out the normal ranch at Matt's slaps.
Interesting.
It tastes it's not Hidden Valley, but it tastes like it could be. Hidden Valley has a little sourness to it at the end.
Yeah, there's something there.
And it didn't have that. It might have been homemade buttermilk ranch. It was delightful. I'm never ordering a salad with anything else ever again there.
They just come up with new ways to tickle your palate at Matt's El Rancho. That's
What are you on right now?
podcast week.
And YouTube week.
Producer week? No.
No, people
you
were trying
don't-
to claim producer week yesterday on the Reddit. Yesterday, I'm like, no, it's freaking.
You were vague in the slide you
Yeah,
posted.
that's
There was an
true.
opportunity there to throw him under the bus, and you didn't
and
take
I didn't
it.
because I'm a good guy. But someone did comment diarrhea, and I thought that was really funny. Diarrhea.
You like that one. You see he's doing, he's
did.
laughing. The kids laughing. He's having a good time
That's
doing
fucking
this
crazy,
show.
man. Yeah.
Highlight of my weekend, in addition to celebrating all the mothers and the mommies, Saturday we had a birthday party. Some neighbors of ours went down there and dodged the big downpour. Had some good storms, and then right after the second round, that waited about 3 hours later, we're in a group text. Somebody was eating za. Was it Brett? Who was eating their za? Was it you?
I was having za. I za'd.
It was
I
your
za'd.
za. You
I
sent the
za'd.
za, and I was like, you know what? Fuck, I'm not gonna let these guys. No. I went to Popeyes. Saturday evening. Picked it up.
I forgot to mention I had Zaw. Yeah.
You were talking Popeyes in the office before the weekend. Did you end up going chicken sandwich or did you end up going tenders?
I went in fully expecting to get that chicken sandwich because we did talk about it, but I went 3-piece spicy mixed, jalapeno on the side, red beans and rice, extra biscuit. Wife got some tendies.
Let me double click
Ended
into
it-
this real quick, Dave.
Ate some of her tendies because she didn't finish them. I felt like a real fucking piece of shit after, but it was worth it.
I know that there was a moment where you considered getting a 3-piece as well as a chicken sandwich and just knowing that you'd have leftovers.
Yeah.
Was that a moment that you confronted?
No,
Okay.
I thought about it, but I don't really like doing fast food leftovers, especially something like Popeyes, because I'm like, this is my window to eat this. Like, I don't want to extend out the me eating horrible fried food into tomorrow. I got a chance to do it. I thought about getting the sandwich in addition to, but I was like, why? Just, I don't need it. I don't need a sandwich and 3 pieces of chicken and a jalapeno and red beans and rice.
I had to get some shoes repaired and I got them done. I'm getting them done at a place very close to the Popeyes that I used to frequent. I cannot wait to go pick up this pair of shoes so I can get Popeyes. It's either happening today or tomorrow.
Austin Shoe Hospital.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I trust their system of pricing. Dude picked up my shoe and went, yeah, I'll be about $24.95. And I was like,
That seems
okay.
fair.
No, it seemed fair, but I was just kind of like, I don't know what you're basing this on.
They rebuilt my boots for me. Did an excellent job.
Is this $24.95 to put like a bottle opener on the bottom?
Mhm.
That's pretty sick.
Mhm.
Worth it.
That's cool.
They're going to charge me $60 to put Heelys on my boots. And I said, no way, that's too much. I thought about it.
Those shoe skates, whatever you have, are so terrible.
I want grind plates on the bottom of mine.
Some soaps.
Yeah.
You know, people forget that you have some loose connection to the guy who worked for soaps.
No,
What
he
is
was
it?
just a rep.
Oh, he's a rat.
He was just a rep. He dated my cousin for like 3 weeks.
It's still pretty sick, though.
It was during my Blink-182 phase. And so like when I met him, I was just like, you're the coolest dude I've literally ever met in my entire life.
He's like, I can get you. I got promo codes. I got some codes for you, dude, for your soaps.
There was nowhere good to use soaps in my high school. The best place to do it was in the gym locker room on the benches in between the lockers.
Well, I bet your coach would have loved that.
Yeah, we got talked to.
Did you
Damn
guys-
it, DeFreeze, take off your soap shoes.
That's not how we talked. He had an Italian accent for some reason.
Did you guys ever wax up any edges, like with that candle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dylan, the morning of 9/11. It kind of works.
I remember my brother and cousin like taking like a candle and we had some railroad ties right by our place and just waxing them up to do grinding on it.
I can tell you local businesses did not like it when you did that.
Yeah, but you know what I say, Dave? Skateboarding is not a crime.
It's not. I mean, it is in a lot of places. There's signs and stuff.
There's a
but
stair set at my son's school that just I want to just show it to I want to go down to No Comply, the local skate shop, and just be like, who's doing this?
you could probably, I bet if you worked for 6 weeks, you could kickflip it.
Dave,
2 weeks.
absolutely fucking not.
You sure?
No.
He doesn't believe in himself. Can you believe this guy?
Dave, I can't kickflip stationary.
I can't believe him if he can't believe in himself.
I mean, who's going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself?
Come on, man.
We just pointed that out with Randy
Yeah.
not believing in
All right, I'll go try to kickflip it. I'm gonna leave this podcast, go pick my son up from school, and kickflip the 15 set.
Will comes in and just shattered ankle.
Dude, Jamie Thomas would look at this set and be like, "Nah,
Oh, it's pretty serious.
yeah,
It's not like a little 3-stepper.
No, I do have a three. I do have like a 3 or 4 set that I've been looking at for before I turn 40. I want to get an ollie off on that thing and land it.
That's real. He has told me about this set multiple times. In the
Let's go
past.
do
Dude,
it.
I think it's doable. I think it's doable. I think I might hurt myself, but I'm not going to wear pads.
Just wear pads.
No, I'm not going to wear pads.
That's such a poser move.
I'm not going to wear pads. Dude.
Wait, what's wearing pads or not wearing pads?
You know,
Okay.
either way.
I'll wear a helmet,
This
but I'm not going to wear pads. If I'm willing to break an elbow to do this.
That's fine. We
Yeah.
can't even get him to wear a helmet on the damn e-bike.
Yeah.
You have like numerous people in your life begging you to wear this helmet. You have listeners, you have us, you have like your ex-wife is begging you to do it.
I didn't tell y'all this, but a couple weeks ago, a car ran a red light when I was crossing Barton Springs on the bike.
It's weird how that happens.
Car ran a red light,
Uh-huh.
and I had to like quickly slam on the brake and peel off. And the guy just, I point up the light. It's like, what are you fucking doing? Anyway, I almost got smoked.
Yeah. It's
But I
almost like
did-
What
you
are you
should wear helmets.
doing?
But I didn't. It was
Oh my god!
What- my
Oh
fault.
my God.
That's the thing. You
What if you rolled down
can't
the
trust these people.
What if you rolled down the window and just said, "Fuck you, Dorn"?
This is why I didn't tell you.
bring back the
I
forum?
knew you're gonna get on my ass about it.
It's literally the stupidest thing that you do in your life is not wear a helmet.
Yeah, Parks' mother had a little talk with me about it.
When's okay? You know what? Next. Yeah. Okay. It might be too soon to do for Parks' next game, but next time he's got like some kind of outdoor activity, I'm gonna get a plane to do the flyover with the banner. It's gonna say "Get Dylan a helmet."
Yeah.
Okay,
GetDylanAhelmet.com.
that seems expensive, but I support it.
I'm gonna pay for it with the company.
Do you want me to take the padding out of Fritz's old helmet? It might fit your head, dude.
I could probably.
It's probably
just buy
better
one.
than nothing.
Is there a company that just makes baseball helmets into bike helmets?
Yeah, dude, just wear a baseball
Oh.
helmet. That's actually a good bit.
That'd be kind of sick. That is a good bit. All right, I'll get a baseball helmet.
Oh man,
It'll work.
All right. I don't know, man. All this talk about soap shoes got me thinking about hopping in the shower, and I love hopping in the shower because I love Cremo.
Dude, you know,
Cremo.
Daddy loves Cremo. You know who likes it more than I do? Chelsea. When I put that Cremo smell good on.
I'll put
Oh,
the,
yeah?
I put the Cremo up in the guest bedroom because I didn't want to go to the store and buy some extra stuff. One, huge mistake. Why would I give that to someone else when I could have it?
Dumb.
Two, the person staying with me came down and said, that stuff smells phenomenal.
Yeah, bud.
I hit over with the Palo Santo.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
I'm on that ish too.
Palo Santo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Fuck yeah.
This
That
room
sounds like
right
a-
now.
That sounds like the one foreign bachelor character.
This smell good. It's not overpowering like a lot of these shitty colognes out there. You know.
You deserve freedom from sweat and stink. Cremo's deodorant is designed to provide men with 48-hour odor protection. Cremo products are all barber grade and made with pride, professionalism, and passion to guarantee you quality without compromise. Elevate your deodorant experience with Cremo's two latest signature scents. Italian Bergamo is bright, fresh, and robust, showcasing notes of. But why are you looking at me like that? Because I'm the enunciations are killer.
I
Is
think
that what
it's
it is?
great, dude. Yeah.
Showcasing notes of bergamot, neroli blossom, and fresh vetiver. Palo Santo, the aforementioned, is deep, smoky, and refined, featuring notes of, you guessed it, Palo Santo, bright cardamom, and dry papyrus. Bet you didn't know there's a little hit you with that little dry papaya.
Damn, they put a font up in this?
Dude, I thought I detected a little papaya.
I used it today. I'm wearing it right now.
No wonder I've been so attracted to you since you walked in.
Yeah, my wife bought me a few products from Cremo's Italian Bergamo Reserve collection, including the deodorant. Skin's clear, body smells fantastic, and she loves the change.
Well, Better than my wife, who stole that deodorant stick and will not give it back.
Damn,
She
come
put it in a
on,
different
man.
bathroom so that I can't use it regularly.
Damn.
Come
son.
on. Cremo offers two options for odor protection, a deodorant and a combo deodorant, and antiperspirant. I like that I can choose the best one for me. I like to have options. Cremo is amazing. They're an amazing sponsor because they care about men's grooming needs. If you have any questions about Cremo, hit up Dylan. He's the king of Cremo. People are calling him that.
I'll set you up.
He'll set you up. Check this out. Head to Target or Target.com to find Cremo's new line of antiperspirants and deodorants in the Italian Bergamo and Palo Santo scents. Once again, that's Target or Target.com.
Big news in the sporting world, David, that it applies to you. Little NBA draft lottery was yesterday.
We talked a little ball this morning for the show. And yeah, the Mavs got the first pick in the draft. which still feels very insane.
1.8% chance that that ball is drawn,
Yeah.
and it worked out, man. No conspiracy or anything.
You know, not to be that guy, but I can see why people are crying foul here.
Yeah.
I get it. This isn't the first time. The Magic in the early 90s, that's how they got Shaq, right? Or was it Penny? Anyway, like they had a 1.5% chance. I think it was Shaq. And I wasn't even thinking this is in the realm of possibility. You look at the odds and you're like, oh yeah, they got like the 1.8% chance, like you mentioned. And I was coming home from Lifetime Fitness where my son was getting his first swim lesson. And I knew it was about to be on, but I was like, oh, it's already on. And I looked at the text group and Brett had sent something. I was like, oh, the Mavs must have moved up a little bit, which is literally in the history of the Mavericks franchise. They've never moved up. They've never improved their draft position through the lottery, right? Outside of like a trade or something that doesn't happen. And I was like, oh, I saw top 4. I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe we'll grab the Baylor kid who I like. Edgecombe is his name.
Or Trey Johnson.
Sure. A number of players. What's so funny about that, Randy? I don't
His
understand.
name's Edgecombe.
Grow up, dude.
What was his first name? Goon?
We're just doing this with a child in the room.
It's awkward to ask you this because you're like the person we're going to edit out, but can you edit out that part?
Goon Edgecombe.
That's not his name.
That's his name.
The important thing here is that, the Mavs got the first pick, and I'm like,
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay 3 scenarios out, A, B, and C. And as a Dallas Mavs fan, I want you to choose which one of those you would most want for your franchise.
Does one of these involve a time machine?
A, draft Cooper Flagg out of Duke with the number 1 overall pick.
Okay.
Consensus number 1 overall
Mm-hmm.
prospect. 2, B, I should say, is you use that number 1 overall pick to go get Luka back from the Lakers. Luka, AD, Kyrie, pretty good trio there. Or C, go get Giannis, who said he's wanting to play in a state income tax free state.
Sometimes the income's outcome, though.
That's right. Which of those would you most prefer as a Dallas Mavs fan?
There's not like option D where we just pretend none of this ever happened.
Nope.
Luka's still on our team, and we're
Time
probably
machine-
going to go to the finals.
Time machine option is
probably win it
not
all
in play
because
here.
Celtics are done. And
Which of those 3 would you most want to happen for your team?
you can't trade it back for Luka because that requires a number of things. You have to get rid
It
of Nico,
requires Nico going,
which should happen like
which I think would
right
be
now.
on the table on that scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. Would I do that? I don't know. I feel like the waters are a little too muddy. It's just too weird.
Because of Nico, though.
I know, but also like the Patrick Dumont, like ownership group is weird and they signed off on it, but because they don't know ball, but they should know enough to know that you can't make that trade. No, you go get Cooper Flagg. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what you go do.
I watched
And
his
maybe-
highlight reel last night as I didn't watch any college basketball this year.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Flagg knows ball.
He's got game, dog.
I didn't know he was yamming on
Like
dudes
for
like
a-
that, like
For
violently.
a white guy?
Why is he violently dunking on that?
For a white?
I don't see race in that respect.
Just saying, man.
But
He's
There's
like,
a number of white guys.
dude,
here,
what's up
Cam.
with him?
He's
He's a bad man. A
Why
very
do-
bad man.
Why are the Mavs just? Why do we have to have like the best white dude? Dirk, Luka, Cooper, Flagg.
Yeah.
What's our deal?
I
Dude.
don't know.
White boy summer never ends when you're a Mavs fan.
What did Chet say?
It's Cowboy summer.
It's Cowboy summer, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't. That his heart wasn't in it.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of feeling it.
I feel like it's been Cowboy summer for like 3 years.
Yeah, I feel
gonna
like
go-
we need to move on from Cowboy summer.
I'm going to go load up on starch.
Are you really? It looks like you already have. I was in your room recently hanging out.
Heavy
I
starch
saw your
on
socks
everything.
just standing up. What's going? Why are you starching your socks?
I don't
up like
starch
that?
my socks, man.
Hang out with Goon Edgecombe.
You know, man, you double down on the joke.
I saw a bag of starch like on your bedside table.
Yeah, because I'm about to start starching everything.
Yeah, but you can't starch everything with that tiny little. It was like this big, the bag.
Weren't you hanging with Zelensky recently?
Yeah, weren't you doing cocaine with Macron?
Cocaine?
I don't like that I brought up talking about the French president doing cocaine possibly in the office. And have you ever seen me get swatted out of the gym as fast as I did by Dylan and Brett at the same time?
It's
The
clearly
most dismissive tone in the office.
Yeah, I know. We know
I'm
they
sorry.
weren't doing cocaine. We're just having fun.
Yeah, like it just looked like they were doing, like they had little Coke spoons in like a little bag that looked like Coke.
It's clear, Brett. Dylan, you go, no, see, this is what it is. It's this thing you can put it in a club
was
sandwich.
starch.
Yeah, Dylan dug into his pocket and says, "This is what cocaine looks like."
No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
It goes in a club sandwich. But you could do coke off that little fucker.
You could. Like saying that it's like, oh, this is like a cocktail stir. I'm like, yeah, but it also looks like a really good vehicle for putting a small amount of cocaine in your nostrils.
It's one of the little bamboo twisty things you put in a club sandwich.
I don't know if it was, man.
I'm pretty sure it was.
There's no way those are real.
Well, like you
bamboo.
always say, man, you can do coke off anything.
You don't think they're real bamboo?
I don't know. Seems like they're probably going plastic. It's cheaper.
I don't know, man.
The tariffs are done.
Are they?
I don't know. Yeah, look, here's the deal. It's a weird spot to be in. Like, yes, it is cool. But also, like, I really hate that, like, the next decade plus of my fandom is going to be, like, rooting for this team, but also, like, oh, no, I'm never going to, like, give Nico Harrison any kind of credit. Like, there will not be a time where I'm not like, they should fire that guy yesterday.
Even if like the whole conspiracy thing was actually true and the league was like, all right, you're going to trade Luka to the Lakers, and in return, we're going to give you this #1 overall pick. So for a couple months there, everyone in the world is going to hate your guts.
Well, I was thinking about that. Like, let's say that hypothetically that did happen. Why trash Luke if you know that like where this is going to end up and how this plays out for you? Why call him a lazy fat guy?
Yeah, fair.
On like borderline drunk, like on his
Fair
way
point.
out, who doesn't like? Why do that? Why not just take the high road? Why trash him? And the fact that he said like, look, I did kind of underestimate how much the city loved him. What? You did? You've been here for a few years. Like,
Why don't
how
they
did
just
you
give
miss
him
that?
the unfat shot drug?
They should. Friend of mine, you've probably heard of him.
It's not working.
Dave, I had numerous people reach out to me yesterday and say, "Is Dave pumped?" It's Dave.
Yeah,
and
dude,
I didn't realize you weren't as pumped as I thought
No,
you'd be, so I just
I-
told them like, "Oh, he's floating right now."
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's a weird feeling. Like, because it's like I went down it's like time split and I went down a timeline that's been very favorable, but I still know I shouldn't be here. Like, this should not be the path that I'm on in my fandom. Like, Luka should still be on the Mavs. He's not. I guess I should get over it. Fine.
He's not, David.
But he should still be. The Mavs right now should be playing the Thunder, or they should be like in the playoffs, and they should be winning the Western Conference and then winning the finals. They were in the finals last year. Nobody remembers that, but they were. So yeah, no, I am pumped, and I do. Cooper Flagg's a dog. I watched a number of Duke games. In fact, I watched 3 Duke games. Okay, that is a number.
The Dukies.
And if healthy, they're going to be really good. But they got to get Kyrie back in like January. I don't know, man. It's just a weird feeling. How many times can one guy say that in one segment? Who knows? Anyway, can we talk about my friend? He got the fat shot.
You guys probably know about him. You've heard of him.
He makes a lot of money.
He's pretty neurotic.
Why does he throw out little clues? Why can't he just?
Because, dude,
All right, we're gonna play. Trigger warning. We're gonna play the Orange Man.
yeah, for you woke libs out there who can't handle it.
I mean, I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine who's a businessman, very, very, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. Highly neurotic, brilliant businessman, seriously overweight, and he takes the fat shot drug. And he called me up, and he said, President, he calls me, he used to call me Donald, now he calls me President, so that's nice respect. But he's a rough guy, smart guy.
Rough guy.
Very successful, very rich. I wouldn't even know how we would know this, but because he's got comments. President, could I ask you a question? What? I'm in London, and I just paid for this damn fat drug I take. I said, it's not working. He said, I just paid $88, and in New York I pay $1,300. What the hell is going on? I mean, I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine.
Okay.
He's talking about Elon.
Seriously
Right?
overweight.
Okay. Well, brilliant. neurotic,
rough guy,
really rich.
rough guy, kind of.
very rich.
Rough guy is the only thing that
that's not
shifts
it.
me a bit. Like
That's
no
not
one's
Elon.
ever described him as rough.
Elon is definitely overweight, but he's not seriously overweight, I would say.
He's a shapeshifter, man.
Has he been to London recently?
He's a shapeshifter. I don't know.
That's a question. We need to
I
look
muted.
at,
I
like, the
muted
flight
his ass
tracker.
on Twitter.
The fact that he just calls it the fat drug is hilarious too.
The fat shot.
We know he's talking about Ozempic, but
I mean, I think Trump's taken Ozempic.
yeah,
There has to be a point in his life where he got a shot.
Dude, he's looking hella orange in this fucking
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
Did you do something? Did you alter this?
He is looking like it's so
I
bad.
said it's not working.
So like on Love
not
Island, you can always
necessary.
see like when they get makeup on Love Island because like their face is just such a different color from the rest of their body.
Yeah,
And like that's what he looks like right now.
yeah.
Like does he it looks like he's got orange stuff on his collar when he takes his shirt off. Like whenever I take my shirt off, like after like a nice dressy event, like black tie event, I always have like lipstick all over it because a player
Right.
plays.
Like
Like
the chicks are just all over you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got like some bergamot juice on there.
Is it bergamot?
Yeah, it is.
I say bergamot.
Why has no one corrected me? I've done like 6 of
Because
those
I didn't want
readings.
to. I didn't want to correct you mid ad read and have our friends over there.
Bergamot.
Cremo.
When you're in flow state, I just let it go, dude.
Yeah.
I've
No,
never.
but it's one of those words that makes you think that you need to zhuzh it up, and it's just
Yeah.
it's not. It's not. It's one of the normal ones.
Maybe they'll re-up.
So
I used to call. I called pomade like the hair stuff. I thought it was like a French word or some shit, and
Pomade?
I called it pomade. And my mom looked at me like, "Why are you doing that?"
You were like viola.
Viola.
Bergamot is a dope word.
It's citrusy.
It's bergamot.
Bergamot. Well, now I know.
I have I have several products that feature bergamot.
Dude, Grok doesn't even know. Someone asked Grok and they don't know. Someone said Chris Christie, but I don't. think that
One, I think the people that immediately respond to a tweet and say Grok, what do they mean here? Like, I think those people are the bottom feeders of Twitter.
Oh,
I will never
fucking love it.
You'll never catch me doing that.
I love it.
That's
Also,
so
I
bad.
did see one
Fact-checking
yesterday,
everything.
Randy, that said, is he talking about Elon Musk? And Grok pretty much said, like, by all means, this does qualify Elon Musk, but we have no certainty that that's who we're talking about.
That would be so funny.
I don't think Chris Christie's like wildly wealthy.
Yeah,
No.
Very rich.
I had to give him my seat at the PGA Championship a couple years ago, and he's a man of volume still.
He's rotund.
Maybe it's Wyatt Coke. You ever think about that?
I don't think they're buds like that. I don't think he's got the orange man's phone number.
You don't think Trump has a couple of those shirts?
No, I don't think so. Missing out though.
I mean, I'm looking like there's just not that many fat
Serious.
billionaires, man.
Seriously overweight.
You can, but
That's tough.
Like, okay,
Look, the man's hilarious. He's very, very funny.
I'd laugh harder if my bank account was back to where it was 100 days ago.
Buy the dip, David.
Lucy.co/steam.
Oh,
Good try, Randy.
I tried
You're
to
so
buy the dip.
close.
Brett told me not to.
Why?
don't. Why listen to Brett?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Any type of
You
financial.
thought I was gonna keep dipping?
No, I thought Tesla was bottoming out, and I said
Oh.
I'm gonna buy this, and Brett said I absolutely shouldn't, and I made a mental note of what the stock price was at the day that I said I was going to buy, and as of today, I would have made a decent little chunk of money.
Yeah, Brett also lost like $1,500 on a Serge Ibaka dunk. So
Yeah,
Serge Ibaka.
hold
dude.
on.
I just
It's-
don't think
He's a
you
difference.
There's still
maker.
time left. It's gonna climb.
It's $70 higher than when I told Brett I was going to buy it. That's annoying.
Oh, man.
That's annoying.
Mm.
Should I back charge him?
Yeah, you should bill him for that.
Dylan, check your Twitter.
Okay. What's popping?
Just check it out. Yeah, you know what? I don't believe that whoever that he's referencing calls him president. It sounded like he just like
No, he just
that came out of his
shoehorned that in.
mouth, and he's like, "All right, I got to riff on this so people know I didn't just mess up." Which I know I should know the playbook by now. We've had a number of years of this, but it's just he calls me president now.
No one actually calls the president president. If you're going to use the word president to address him, you would call him Mr. President, right?
I'd call him El Prez.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously overweight. His friends just at home, just minding his own business, and he sees Trump just fucking calling him seriously.
Little sass meme. Like,
I said it's not working.
Imagine being like wildly wealthy, also seriously overweight,
Yeah.
but you pay a little bit more for a drug, and you realize you're overpaying, and you're like, I gotta call president.
Yeah.
I call president now.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Hey, you're not gonna believe it. You gotta do something about this now. Love a good anecdote.
I'm glad a rich billionaire can sway Trump's thoughts on lowering medical costs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You think it was sway?
Sway.
It just doesn't seem like it's a fun thing to be like close friends with him. If you might get thrown under the bus,
Right?
Pretty hard. Like, I don't know, man. It's just not being a good friend.
Like what if you heard that Dylan was like sitting at Matt's just talking to his hometown boys,
Yeah.
and he was just like, yeah, dude, Dave's just seriously overweight right now. He's been taking Ozempic, and I told him it's not working.
Dave can only do like 7 pull-ups.
Very rich.
I'm gonna do my pull-up
Is
challenge.
that your number, Dave?
No, I can do more than that.
Y'all are up. Y'all on the clock.
Dude, I know. I'm telling you, man, I go in and out with this shoulder thing. I could do it.
There
Well,
we go.
I know, I'm already building in excuses.
I'll do it.
Will's gonna do it.
We need a pull-up bar.
I'm gonna do it on the tree
Can I
branch
do it?
outside.
Can I do it on that?
Yes.
No.
Why?
Randy, I told you to make these strong enough that we could do pull-ups on them.
Well, I didn't.
Shake him. When are we gonna use these?
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna Brett you. Quit asking questions. You can't ask questions about
You
these
can't say
things.
you're gonna Brett us when you're doing it now.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm gonna do the Brett thing.
No. Now it's kind of Randying.
Good.
Okay.
Attention renters. I'd like to tell you about our good friends at Built Rewards. If you haven't heard of Built, you're about to thank us. Earn your favorite airline miles and hotel points through Built just by paying your rent on time. Dylan, guys, let me explain.
Okay.
If you're a renter, you should be taking advantage of Built. We rack up points on groceries, travel, and nearly everything else. So why not one of your biggest monthly expenses with Built? Paying rent finally pays off. Summer's around the corner, and I'm already planning my next getaway. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going. I'm planning it. Just know. Just know. When you see it go on the calendar, be like, Dave's he's been planning this getaway. He's going to be on one. I love using points for travel, and I'm always looking for ways to earn more. Little life hack for you. Pay rent with Built to earn flexible, transferable points and unlock exclusive benefits along the way. There's no cost to join. And just by paying your rent, you unlock flexible points that can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. When you pay rent through Built, you unlock 2 powerful benefits. First, you earn one of the industry's most valuable points on rent every month. No matter where you live or who your landlord is, your rent now works for you. Second, you gain access to exclusive neighborhood benefits in your city. Built's neighborhood benefits are things like extra points on dining out, complimentary post-workout shakes, free mats or towels at your favorite fitness studios, and unique experiences that only Built members can access. And when you're ready to travel, Built points can be converted to your favorite miles and hotel points around the world, meaning your rent can literally take you places. So if you're not earning points on rent, my question is, what are you waiting for? Start paying rent through Built and take advantage of your neighborhood benefits by going to joinbuilt.com/steam. That's joinbilt.com/steam. Check it out, joinbuilt.com/steam to sign up for Built today. You know, when you have Will DeFreeze on, you got to be ready. You never know what's going to hit that rundown. And to be completely honest with you, I clearly wasn't that ready. As I am now scouring, Will, shrink the damn game while I'm talking and looking.
Shrink.
Shrink the game. It's a hard out.
Well, the Burnerverse is a disgusting place right now. I've very much cleansed my algorithm of it as much as I possibly can at this point, but it's kind of inevitable sometimes. The Burnerverse stinks. You know what stinks even more? LinkedIn. LinkedIn. You know what I'm talking about.
I know it very well.
You know what I'm talking about. Talking about those people who just do really insufferable LinkedIn posts, just kind of overwrought, pointless, saying a lot of nothing.
Surely no one who is still in college would ever join LinkedIn and become one of these people, though.
I'm not going to say his last name, but his first name's Blake because it had to be Blake.
He looks like a Blake.
Well, he posted on LinkedIn.
It's okay.
Those patrons of YouTube Week can see his last name.
No, I can't.
It's okay.
He was the fraternity president at Theta Chi.
Oh, dude, I'm so fucking tired of those guys.
What was the rep? Do you guys have Theta Chi on campus at
No,
Theta Chi fucking squids.
we
Yeah,
didn't.
they basically gave bids to everybody. We didn't.
They're
give bids
bottom
to.
tier.
I'll be honest, the Theta Chi's that I knew, those dudes were they're partiers.
That house is dope.
They were also shredded. Well, Blake was the president of Theta Chi, and he decided that he was going to get his LinkedIn on, and he posted an article called "Reflections on My First 4 Months as Fraternity President."
Oh no.
He said he knew he wanted to post some sort of semester recap about what he's learned about leadership and how he's grown as a person after being elected president.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it.
You know, he's been facing some criticism. You know, one account said, "Are we dead ass?"
It's a good question.
You know, do we need LinkedIn diatribes on someone's first 4 months as fraternity president?
What does he say about it?
You know what, Dylan? I'll be honest. I didn't even want to give this guy the click through.
I did.
How'd it go?
It's exactly what you would think. It's a lot of like the demands of being a president. The pressure is relentless. As president, I carry the weight of everyone's actions, not just my own. If a brother makes a mistake, I'm the one answering for it to the university officials, alumni advisors, nationals, and often the entire Greek community. Basically, like, you know how if you serve like as like t-shirt chair in like the fraternity, like you'd throw it on your resume and you try to dress it up like,
Wow, just at me.
carefully drafted and created and printed a number of t-shirts, including multiple charity philanthropic endeavors. Like you throw it on there, you try to dress it up. Well, this guy just did it in like 800 words. He's going to link to it, drop it in the on his cover letter.
When I got my job at Singular Wireless back when I was 21 years old,
Yeah.
on my resume I put that I was a member of a fraternity, and my coworkers have made fun of me for like the next 2 months. Like, you didn't have to put that on there. Like, oh, thought I was supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, I think you are.
It's not the grades you make, it's the hands you shake.
guy. You're a frat.
How many cell phones did you sell?
Dude, I fucking slung that shit, dude.
Really?
Oh yeah, I was moving big time. Razors.
Right.
Moved a lot of razors.
What was the most
yeah.
popular
And
color?
BlackBerry. Just the silver one.
I had like the matte black.
The black one didn't come out until like 6 months after I was working there. Yeah.
I had a gold one. Fucking sick.
No, dude.
That's
Yeah, I
nerd
had a
shit.
gold
Your
one.
boy, if I see
I
my
had a
boy
gold
pop a
one.
razor out
That's
and it's
narc
gold,
shit.
I'm like, you get that from is that a hand me down from your sister?
Yeah, dude.
I was also in 8th grade.
You think
so
you're
it's
James
fucking
Bond,
sick.
dude?
Yeah, I was.
You had a phone in
Gold
8th
gun.
grade?
Yeah.
Wow, must be
Good for
nice.
you.
Must be nice, man.
I think I was still on beeper status.
Phones probably didn't even exist when you guys were in 8th grade. You got old asses.
I think they invented telephones by the time I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alexander Graham Bell.
Cell phones became popular around my like
Is he the guy?
freshman year of high school.
I had a pager in 9th grade. I don't think I had a cell phone until sophomore year.
Yeah, that's about
That
when I
sounds
had it.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
But I had switched, though, from a Motorola to a Primeco phone.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah. That was what I did. Look, this kid's going to get an internship. He'll probably go work at like Deloitte. No shame in that. It's not, it sounds like he has his head on, a good head on his shoulders or whatever. I can't imagine ever being in the state of mind to like go on LinkedIn and actively like participate in the community while being a frat guy.
And rightfully, he was dunked on for it.
Yeah, I was looking at his actual LinkedIn, and this thing
probably
didn't
got-
do that many numbers on LinkedIn itself.
He probably got some good engagement that's like genuine. Or I mean, no, I don't think any engagement on LinkedIn is actually genuine, but people were probably like, "Oh, that's really insightful. Wow, this guy's a real mover and shaker at this age."
Look at that house.
It's a good
sick
house. It's a good
That's
house.
dope.
It's a good ass house, dude.
We were actually just looking at our fraternity houses yesterday on Google Images. I saw the old KA house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Total piece of shit.
Insightful words, Blake. I hope you can add a fifth H when you pass the baton to the next president of your chapter. That fifth H is happy. Happy with the job you have done, happy with the decisions you made, happy knowing your experience has provided you a lifetime of memories, and happy that you maintained a focus on your classwork while balancing the duties of being president. Thank you for sharing your insights. That's from Mark.
Maybe, hey, Mark,
That's terrible.
take Blake's junk out of your mouth for a second here.
Insane glazing.
Insane. Head glazer.
Hey, Blake Stevens, would you like to intern at Wash Media?
Oh, there's the last name. Okay.
It's on the screen.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you already botched that, Randy.
No, it wasn't on the screen.
It's public. It's on LinkedIn. Blake, we are offering you an internship this summer. I don't know what you want to do.
Unpaid. Just so you know.
Yeah.
No, we pay our interns.
You pay us because you can redirect funds from the fraternity.
Ooh, a little slush fund. Yeah, no, you come here. You can be Randy's intern. He'll teach you how to produce the pod when he's not here, which apparently is going to be more and more. Didn't you buy a timeshare out in Durango? Is that not true? Durango, Colorado?
That's not true. I actually got some land out Pecos Way.
You did as well.
I'm actually getting all the land around Brett, and I'm going to have it get eminent domained.
You're going to adversely possess Brett.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick, dude.
That is sick.
I'm going to.
Then what?
I'm going to get the mineral rights. I'm going to drink his milkshake.
Oh, he's going to drink his milkshake like the movie.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Gonna melt pretty quick out there.
All right. Intern Blake. That's gonna be great. We got a long line of
Intern
great
Blake's good.
interns. That's gonna be a good time. Okay. Ooh, do we have more from the
Yeah, Randy, can you bring up our next graphic, please? What do you guys do if you walk into a bar and you see these dudes standing there? I'll read the caption. It says,
This is just Tyler.
yes, this is the last thing frat guys want to see when they walk into college bars. And it's a bunch of dudes wearing light wash jeans, one Krangler, camo tees.
A hat that probably Brett owns.
Yeah, this isn't that far off from just
Yeah,
Brett's style.
does Brett kind of just dress like
Oh,
this?
I see a lot of square-toed boots.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All of them, I think. I don't see a single.
I
Naruto.
don't know if it's everyone's worst nightmare, man.
No, I mean, like, I'm
they
pretty
gonna-
familiar with your game.
Are they going to get jumped?
Yeah,
is that the implication here?
Like, am I going to be annoyed with your presence? Maybe at times, but
Are you
like,
going to bother us? or
I'm
is
not
that
like
the-
scared.
Well, I'm
not
wondering
scared for
why
my
two of them
life.
have pencil-thin mustaches. Like, are they going through a Buffett phase?
You know, if they're not careful, they're going to get frat stomped by the frat guys.
Like, this dude, the dude in the middle
Point.
really wants people to know that he wants to kill some fucking birds.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're waterfowl? I'm going to kill you.
Dave, remember we used to frat stomp guys all the time. Remember that?
I don't know if we did.
Do you guys remember when TFM did a collab with a what was it called? Essentially a company that takes you on like duck hunts.
Really?
A guide?
I don't remember that.
I remember before I started working at Grand X, I
That's
started going
frat.
deep in the thing, and I was like, "Damn, this is a frat
That's
collaboration,
fucking
dude."
Frat.
Can you zoom in? I don't know if you can because you have like a computer from 1999.
That's an old
Dude
road
on the
shirt.
far left, he's wearing a hat that I think we need to get for Brett, but I think we need to modify it. Does that say Hondo?
Says
I've seen Hondo.
Hon-
Because we
Hondo.
could easily edit
Doesn't-
this.
Two Hondo hats.
We could easily edit this.
So you got to put a guy in between the two Mondo
That-
hats or
that
Hondo
dude's-
hats.
Those mustaches are really bad.
Dude,
they-
they're bad. They're bad.
Are these guys in on Morgan Wallen or have they moved on? Are they
No,
like,
dude.
Wallen's
They
out.
love Morgan Wallen.
I feel like they're
So does
on like
Brett.
the next thing. These
No,
are
they're bigger fans of Morgan Wallen after all he's done.
So when you see a video of like some dude up there singing a song and someone throws a beer at the stage and like the guy stops the show, one of these guys threw the beer at the stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
You guys are shitheads.
Why would a frat guy? Why would they not want to see a bunch of dudes drinking Michelob Ultras?
These guys look like they would be fairly friendly to the frat guy.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of what they dress like.
I kind of
now.
feel like this is what just frat guys dress like in
Yeah.
Texas now.
that you're not wrong.
They're drinking Michelob Ultras. Like, you can't flex that you're hard and people are scared of you when you're drinking a Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I love a Michelob Ultra.
Catch me on the course drinking ultras. I'll
But I
probably
know
drink
But
what
it's
one.
not an alpha drink.
Yeah, when I'm holding one, I'm not
not.
like, oh, step to me, bro.
These type of guys that would get in a fight outside of a sports arena, just because they're just looking for shit to.
These guys each of these guys has either a TikTok account that still lives with a really insufferable video of them like looking at the screen, or they've since deleted that account after getting roasted by their boys.
Oh, they're lip syncing some like Jason Aldean song.
Yeah.
What's the skin on those boots on the far left, Dave? Can you zoom in on those?
These ones, I think they're just gator.
Oh yeah,
My initial
Those are-
guess, I saw some Cayman over there.
a lot of gator. These
Lot
are
of
all gator.
yeah. No Cayman, but I did see somebody drinking some cider.
Right. All square toed. Shaking my head. This is West Texas.
You know what?
Oxford.
I love that. I love that. Like these guys get together. Like, let's take the most insufferable pick. We're gonna put a caption on it, and let's just throw it out on the net, and just
see what happens.
we'll go out. We'll forget we did it for the next 24 hours, and then we'll just see what happens.
So with this being Oxford and how they're dressed, is this Brett's wet dream?
Brett would be boys with these
Yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah. Brett would find his way over to this group and just strike up a conversation
Bull-
about.
they'd be loots.
Yeah.
We got to get
instantly.
Brett a chain to wear outside of one of his, I don't know, Wyoming
Dude, he
t-shirts.
should have a chain.
Yeah, Brett. We got to get Brett a chain.
I'm
Oh, the
surprised he
Crokies
doesn't.
are in action. Love that.
Croaky's back.
Do you guys
Croaky's
wanna-
never went away.
Do you guys want to auction off the Rowdy Gentleman Crokies I found in my car the other day?
I don't know if they're gonna go.
That's
for
crazy.
much.
You found those in your car,
Dude, I can't tell you. I have no clue why they're in the car.
That means they made it from your last car to this one.
But like, one, I don't remember acquiring these. I've never used them. I don't know why I have them. I don't know how they could have even possibly made it into this car because when I acquired this, it must have been years ago.
That's
None of
that's
it makes
so
sense.
confusing.
A&M colors, tough.
Dude, maybe a shacker put them in there.
Dude.
You typically didn't have to worry about young ladies stealing your Crokies.
No.
Yeah, they didn't know ball on
Shirts,
that level.
yeah, maybe the
took your
occasional hat.
Frat
Crokies, now
tees
you're
or
fine.
A hoodie.
I had someone steal my favorite pair of Crokies, and I haven't replaced them. Remember those zany 90s ones that I had that I stole off my dad's cowboy hat?
I do remember those.
Someone took them.
I have some dope Masters ones,
Did you go?
buddy.
You bought Crokies at the Masters?
I did.
What? Okay.
It was like, yeah, fuck it. Just a little throw in.
She like gets up from like she's like putting on her stuff. She got class, and she's like walking out, got her like heels in her hand. Babe, don't you want to take my Crokies? She's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I
Her
don't. I really
heels.
don't. No, babe, it's fine. I got extra. She's like, no, I really don't need the Crokies.
What did you guys used to do on Walk of Shames, Randy?
Shocker.
That's fucked
I wouldn't
up,
do
man.
that. That's not cool.
That's
Poor
fucked
young
up,
lady.
dude.
Yeah.
Do you feel good about yourself?
They're probably really
Yeah.
nice, man.
You lose an ally point, my friend.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
Darn.
Actually, you do.
Can we move on to my third prong?
They were never leaving your room, though, I bet.
What do you mean? Like he was holding them captive?
Yeah,
He
what
wa-
is
no,
that
like he
supposed
was
to
not. He wasn't the one hooking up with them.
Oh yeah, like they were never in your room to begin with.
That's the joke he was going with there. I
Yeah.
see.
I thought, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because you don't get chicks.
Yeah. Just me on 9/11, you know.
Oh God, I don't like what you did with your hand.
Yeah, don't do the hand motion.
The hand thing was somehow.
Hopefully, you didn't put the camera on you for that.
Camera's on me.
Oh God,
Randy always makes sure to put the camera on him.
yeah, take that option away from him.
Can I read you guys something from the New York Times, continuing shrinking the game?
Yes,
Please.
Dylan Sholey said he had been too much of a goody two-shoes to participate in his high school's vape craze. When he tried Zyn at 19, during his first semester at college, it seemed like everyone he saw carried a hockey puck-sized container of the chalky nicotine pouches. Athletes, comedians, his roommate. Underclassmen traded tips on where to purchase the pouches, which you must be 21 to buy legally without needing an ID. He said, I walk around my campus and I just see little Zyn pouches all over, spit on the sidewalk and grass. He's now 21. He's from Maryland. And he said, I'd be talking to people and they'd smile and I'd see it in their upper lip. Bad news, though. He got dependent on it.
Mm.
His heart raced. He had anxiety and trouble from sleeping that he hadn't been the case before his nicotine habit.
Yeah.
On Super Bowl Sunday, he decided to search the internet for ways to quit, and he found Quitting Zyn, the online watering hole for people who are trying to give up Zyn and other nicotine pouches. Fool's errand right there.
Why Super Bowl Sunday? What happened the
Yeah,
night
dude.
before that made him be like, "Fuck, I gotta get off this shit." He must have fucking.
He woke
had a
up with
night.
just a bunch of pouches in his mouth.
His toilet was clogged with pouches.
Well,
Wait, is there a photo of him?
Yeah.
Why did he? They don't need a photo shoot.
I'll
It's
be honest.
nicotine.
He looks like a dude who can't handle his Zyn. Like, come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, dude. He's wearing a Henley in 2025. What are you doing? It says members of the Reddit group, which is 10,000 strong, write to one another with a kind of muscular camaraderie that makes it sound like they're about to explode from a pregame huddle and charge onto the muddy turf of nicotine cessation. What a stanza there from our friends over the New York Times.
You know, after 35, muscular camaraderie dies.
Can I give you guys some words of encouragement that people gave to him to quit?
Yes.
Let's get it, bro.
Okay.
One wrote to cheer on a recent quitter. Keep smashing it, said another, adding a flexing bicep emoji.
No.
Another, keep your nose to the grindstone and out of the Zyns.
That's exactly who's typing that.
It's just the classic meme.
You got it, bro.
Dude, who stands to? Is it cigarette? Is it big tobacco that wants Zyn to go away? I'm trying to think like who's infiltrating, creating this group of bots and stuff to like make it seem like it's a bigger deal than it is.
I don't know.
Joe Camel.
Coffee?
Joe Camel's back there on like hammering away with his little hooves
Is it big
on the
coffee?
keyboard.
Is it a replacement for that?
No, because they pair so well together.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah. Talk about open bag of leaves.
It's Rhea time.
Jesus.
Like,
Read that top part.
they have a sub headline on this article that just says paging Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, all right, this article's not frat enough.
This was so fun.
Do we have
to
any
write.
interns from like any schools that are frat?
Wouldn't Zinjamin Franklin make more sense?
Benjamin Franklin?
Benjamin doesn't flow quite as well.
I mean,
Benjamin?
Yeah, that
It doesn't
not
even
sound good.
look good on the page.
Yeah.
Like
No.
it's ugly. Like
That's someone that like knows the meme of hitting the Benjamin, wanting to make it into a Zyn thing.
Benjamin's what they give you. They prescribe you to get you off your addiction.
Yeah.
that's an edit that you and I would have not talked to the remote writer about making. We would have just made it and been like, no, it's
100%.
just better that way. It was
Just
just
like,
better
don't
that
ask
way.
questions, bro.
Actually, my really overweight fat friend over in London got Benjamin way cheaper.
Okay. So it says after he quit, it said, for Mr. Jolie, things have gotten easier with time. In a phone conversation last month, almost a year after we got in touch, he sounded lighter. He barely thought about Zyn at all anymore. He was sleeping much better. He was having insomnia from this. Quitting had not had the disastrous effect on his social life that he had imagined. He said it felt like he could go out with friends occasionally without getting sucked back into the nicotine.
Ooh, hate when that happens.
He had joined a couple film clubs on campus that kept him busy. I'm probably actually more social now than I was a year ago. Buddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't have to join a film club because you don't want to Zyn anymore. Like you don't need to like
It's not affect anyone's social
were you
life.
sitting at home? Yeah, like were you sitting at home freaking out about Zinning so much that you just like stopped talking to your friends? This isn't a good look.
You can throw. They have a number of non-nicotine, non-tobacco pouches. You could just throw up there if it's the oral fixation or whatever. You know, you want to just have that sweet pouch in your lip. You want to throw in a little hootie hoo up in your lip.
Why don't you just vape air?
You
There
can
you
do
go.
that too.
There you
Terry.
go. Get some fume,
Okay,
dog.
you didn't have to name them. Jeez.
Why don't you just vape air?
It's air, dude.
It's just a little air.
It's got a little flavor to it.
You still have yours?
I do. I hit
I
it
think
all
I gave
the
mine to
time.
James. He was fuming when he left here.
Like this dude can't handle an Apple icebreaker? Come on, man.
Look, I know there are. Look, obviously, there's some things about nicotine that you get addicted to. It can affect like your blood pressure, things like that. I'm sure, but I've never heard of it being a social stigma on someone who doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Did you hear about what's his face, dude? Yeah, dude. Narc. He stopped zinning.
Yeah, don't invite him. He doesn't even Zyn
Stop
anymore.
zinning.
This weekend in fun rolls around and like
He's
we
a
all
pariah.
went out and like nobody called Dylan. Dylan's like, "What happened?" And it's like, "Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
we were all
dude,
we
yeah.
were
You're
we
not
had those
zi-
Lucy's in."
We replace you with
Yeah,
someone
dude.
who's pro Zen.
We saw that you moved from 6 to 3s, and like we can't have that.
It's just like, dude,
It's bad
it's kind of
luck.
affecting our aura.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we can't be hanging out with people that aren't packing.
It's fine, dude.
Yeah,
We'll make some time. Let's go see a movie or something sometime.
Yeah. Dude, speaking, Have you seen the Reddit? You see those Japanese Lucy's?
Yeah,
We
dude.
we might
Shout
need,
out to
We
Japan.
might need someone to send us some of those.
Japan. I did it.
You know how like Japan like perfects everything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Randy, that doll you brought home, that
Uh-huh.
life-size one.
It was Mikasa.
You got it out of a vending machine.
Yeah, what do you
There's
do
some
with that
weird-
doll? It's really big and lifelike and heavy,
You
but it
know,
doesn't have any legs or a head.
She's gonna be my new roommate. I'm gonna be a little lonely when my roommate moves out, so I just need another presence.
You putting the screws to that thing?
Putting the screws to that thing.
Fun show.
Frat dudes suck right now.
You know,
no,
frat
man.
dudes hate to see us
they
walk
suck
in.
right now. The burn. No, okay, sorry. Frat dudes, you're chill. Frat dudes on the Burniverse, y'all suck right now. Figure it out.
We need to take a group pic and just post. You know, this is the last thing the frat dudes want to see when they walk in the bar. The last thing.
Us at Black Sheep after we got laid off, that group pic.
Yeah, Dylan's got a knee brace on.
Dave's got a big cut
got
on
a
his face.
Black eye. Micah.
We were looking sad that day.
Mike is wearing a Spurs varsity jacket.
Yeah.
God, evil. What a time.
Good episode, guys.
Well, thanks for joining us, Will. Randy,
Yeah, what's
strong
up?
performance.
What the?
Now, I was being nice.
Okay.
We not running it back?
Oh, run it back, huh?
I didn't. We're not running it back today. I knew it was gonna be.
Oh,
a
that
full
was
one.
the 10% that Dylan couldn't handle.
I knew it was
today.
gonna be a full.
He said he was
running,
90%.
Wow, this whole quitting nicotine thing's really affecting him.
Yeah, I
Pussy.
Guy's not dialed.
know. Bye.